Yo, peace, peace. Peace once again. Coming from Bird City, Phoenix, Arizona. StereoPHiX 888. I am your SouthWst StereoPHiX. The SouthWst Shaman. J. Xander Olo Rapidemics. I just want to say peace. Positive energy activates constant elevation. And to smile, because SMILE stands for Start My Internal Love Engine. This channel is all about ascension, recovery from addiction, trauma, mental health, hang-ups, and I'm only doing that by channeling my own struggles and presenting them. So I just want to give a shout out to my whole team, all my spirit guides, and the higher source, because it's only through that I've been led throughout my life, and it's only through that I've begun to see the light. And when I say light, I mean knowledge, wisdom, understanding, through which I may prepare the throne of God within the temples, the mind, which is a step away from the main source on the higher planes, because my mind is not my brain. If you choose to follow, it would be the greatest support, the greatest blessing I could ever acquire, and I would be so grateful for anyone to like and subscribe, because it may be an underestimated amount of support that I gain from that. So don't underestimate it. Yo, StereoPHiX 888, baby. Yo, what I want to talk about today, man, is, and this is, like I said, let me just say, I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm just sharing what I have been discovering and what's working for me. Now, let me address one thing off top as I get this thing started. My recovery is unconventional. I say that because I had to discover my own path, my own methods. Or better yet, since there's nothing new under the sun, anyway, I had to discover from what was available, what was already, what works for me, and it had to be many forms of healing, because my addiction is multidimensional. It's geometry with this, man. Sacred geometry. So I had to do the math. I had to do the math so I could really start to cover all the bases for myself, because finding myself was really what it was all about in the end, right? I was lost. Lost within myself and the external. The external is where I found I would never find the answer. I would never find the way to fully start to to regain myself. But what I found is my higher self had left a path of breadcrumbs for me, I believe. So here I am. And throughout my addictions, I used the different planes of existence, no doubt, in my mind. Because you may have heard of the ether, the internet, the Ethernet. This is where we have a form, we have a body, we have a form in this plane of existence, because it's all mind coming down, right? So the ether, this is the stage right before. This is where you got a clear plan of how you're going to execute what you've imagined, what you've thought up on the astral plane, where ideas and thoughts exist only. So, spirituality is for everybody, whether they know it or not. Whether you're using dope or doing whatever it is, because God is impartial to persons. Alright? And I've mentioned this in an earlier vlog, but let me see if I can find it. See, for me, a path of recovery meant a path of discovery, as in knowledge of self. So I study every morning, and I take notes, because I'm actually inspired by this. I'm drawn to this. I'm really being pulled by this right now, and it's made the difference for me. So perhaps it could be the same for you. Merry Christmas, y'all, coming up out there, man. All praises due. Well, I suppose I should have had this a little more prepared, but I'm freestyling right now, as I usually am with this. What I was going to speak on is the idea that God is impartial to persons. Hence the reason why you be like, why do good things happen to bad people? Well, that's why. See, here's something for y'all who think that the stars and the zodiac are separate from the Bible. Job 38:31 through 33. This deals with the zodiac, because it's talking about the Merkabah. Excuse me if I didn't say that properly, but that is the zodiac. So there it is. It asks the man, it says, do you not know the way, or everything I say you must verify for yourself. So I'm paraphrasing everything when I say this, but do you not know these ways? It asks you, basically. So, armed with that window open, sticking my head through, now let me see. Looking at the different planes of existence, and this is, I'm going to end y'all on a certain point here, shortly. In the different planes of existence, and my notes are in no specific order. This is what's crazy about my notes, man. You have the Godhead, the sole purpose, the mind, right? That's the first plane where we're existing. The astral plane, which is the imagination. So start with a thought, pure thought, because you can imagine something in your head. Just think of a pencil, but don't think of the image of it. Just think of the idea of a pencil, right? Isn't that a trip? Try it. Excuse me. Oh, some bullshit. Now, After you just brought the thought of a pencil. I'm just thinking pencil. Okay. And then imagine the actual image. Boom. Now you're on the astral plane. Once you've got a plan of what you're going to do with that, or how to build it, or whatever, and you're about to execute, now it's in the ether, baby. It's in the ether. It's coming. So, these planes are all intertwining. That's why the ether and the physical plane are very... They're doing this, whatever. They're intertwining. They're intermingling. So, when you astral project, which can be achieved through meditation, you'll be doing what Jesus referred to as walking on water. Many will disagree. Hey, but check this peep game. Peep game, man. I'm gonna just put y'all on to this right now. Alright, there's a part, right, of the Bible, as we rocking with it, that in Matthew 14:29, like I said, nothing I say take for absolute. Always go check everything yourself. Yeah, should have had that thing charged up. Alright, shutting down that light. Matthew 14:29, yo, alright. Walking on water. When the other disciples tried to walk on water, he tried to and he couldn't. Because he lost focus, right? He was afraid. And he began to sing, crying out, Lord, save me. So, what we're talking about here is fear. Not only how it affects your aura, but he said, do not be scared or else you'll fall back into the water. If you're astral projecting and you start to have fear, you'll be sucked back into your body. I mean, and you have to approach this a certain way. Right? Imagine this. Just rock with me for a second on this, man. Leaving the physical body. Because if you go back and read what I'm talking about in Matthew, it's like the storm was happening. And they were like, how is it that you can do this? Because it was the meditation, right? But the fear of the storm caused the motherfucker to fall into the water. Just food for thought, man. Food for thought. Food for thought. I'm just gonna... Food for thought, baby. So, there's so much to the word, man, and more on this going forward. But don't let the fear mongering stop you from walking on water. You know what I'm saying? Because there is no answer externally to an internal problem. And you're looking at the problem sitting right in front of you. But only I can solve this thing. For me, to y'all, love, L&Rs, baby. L&Rs. Do that yoga. You know what I'm saying? Check out my music I just posted, My Trigger, featuring Sojourner Christopher. Congratulations. My man's name just had a seed, yo. And more to come this week also. Today, as a matter of fact. I got 3 other songs in mind for y'all. And I'm about to Start to put them out over the next few days. Gotta get them polished up though. And hey yo, this sound is unique. You ain't gonna have had heard this before. And I can promise you that. I can promise you that. Yo, StereoPHiX 888, the SouthWst Shaman. Peace to Bird City. That's on Phoenix. Peace to the Residue, Bobby Noggin Productions. My man's in them, you know. Peace to I heard my homeboy just got out, man. I ain't gonna say his name. I heard whispers, yo. Also peace to Sacred Knowledge Tarot, my spirit guides once again, and my family, everybody out there, family. Just keep your heads up, man. And when someone says keep your head up, they're talking about keep your head up, your vibration up and up here, not down there, man. For real. And just nothing but love, baby. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.